Welcome to Coffee Talk. I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace. And welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. This is our Grown Folks Social Hour, and I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. How y'all doing today? No doubt. It is Friday, August 25th. Some of y'all's kids is going back to college, going back to school. Some of you are getting back into the routine of having the kids gone. But how y'all doing today, man? It's Friday night. And for those that are going out tonight, may it be worth it. May you be celebrating a loved one. May you be enjoying your successes, whatever that may be. But make sure you are safe in a positive environment and just having a good time. You know what I'm talking about? That's right. It's Friday. Yeah, we've been gone for about a week. We had some great shows though last week. About a week ago, we had some great shows on our Monday night, cultural studies night. So if you missed Monday's last episode, make sure you check that out. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, this is our grown folk social hour. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay back, relax. We're gonna talk about some current events that's currently going on, and we're just gonna do that. And you, the viewers, I love to hear from you as we just bounce off of these current events that you may have heard of or whatnot, and just enjoy our night. So I would suggest this. Go ahead and pour yourself some water, some wine, a smoothie, a latte, a beer, or whatever you do. But come on in, make yourself comfortable here at Coffee Talk Podcast. All right. So if this is your first time viewing the Coffee Talk Podcast show, I want to say this. We never start a show without giving you its flavor as well as its wise words. So today's flavor is this. We have to evaluate things sometimes. It can't always be a game or a laughing emoji. Some of you say you want growth, but when you mention things such as, oh, I never heard this before, I never heard that before, so you don't put value behind it. That tends to block your growth. Allow new things to enter. Research those new things. Adapt to those new things if they can help you broaden your mind as well as your environment. You know what I'm saying? So that is today's flavor. Typically, I would have said a drink, but matter of fact, I am going to throw one in there. Water. You know why? Because the whole country's on just hot right now. You know what I'm saying? So definitely water. You definitely got to be hydrated. So today's flavor, man, is just make sure you don't reject information. Bring in all information, decipher that information, get rid of what you don't need, and hold on to what you do. But if you never heard it before, that don't block it. Hear it out. See if it works for you. So that's the flavor as well as water. All right, all right. So let's just go ahead and dive on in. Typically, we have the wise words, but I think that's that there, the water, and what we just stated, that can be both for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is grown folk social hour. So typically we're unscripted and we like to just have fun. This is where we like to have fun, enjoy ourselves, have humor, 10 question Q&A. Typically I have a guest on the show, things like that. So again, welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. Let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Let me ask this question and feel free to drop a line in the comments. The first question of the night is, why when men start to establish boundaries, it gets changed around or turned around and reused on men as being controlling, being narcissists, trying to control someone. Why do I make that question or present that question? Because have you ever heard of situations where, let me just paint a picture. A man could be saying, hey, baby, I don't want you going out tonight. Or you, the female, may have been consistently going out for the last 2, 3 weeks. So as your man says, baby, I don't want you to go out tonight, but your girlfriend's already asked you out, and then you take a notion of, he's just trying to control me. I never go, I can't never have no fun. He's just trying to control me. Do you think that's controlling? Or is the man setting boundaries and just trying to say, hey, I want you to stay home with me. Let's cuddle. Let's relax. Let's chill. Now, this is not personalized for those that think everything in every stories are personalized and shit. No. But I know that this happens throughout all black relationships and all black communities. You know what I mean? Or neighborhoods. I'm saying neighborhoods right now until we get it right, you know. But what's your thoughts on that? Go ahead and leave a comment. And while you're there, hit the like button. Make sure you share this video. It's Coffee Talk Podcast, the Grown Folks Social Hour. Tonight, Friday, August 25th. Why is it that when men set boundaries, it's reflected back towards them as being narcissist or controlling, smothering? Go ahead and leave the comment. Also, let me know what y'all been doing all week. We've been in the 90-degree weather all week. It's felt good though. I was just telling some coworkers, man, that my new going out is I be at the beaches, man. I be chilling. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling, enjoying myself, not worrying about no problems. You know, may have you some flavor to drink on, whether that be water, wine, beer, coffee, latte, whatever. I like to have that flavor with me. So I be at the beach with my flavor and we be having a good time. I be having a good time. Everybody at the beach be having a good time, you know. So that's my going out, man. It's crazy to say, but that's my going out. Because I mean, nowadays when you go out, there ain't much to talk about, man. And a lot of people are unhappy in a lot of places, man. So it's like you just going to pay to go somewhere, sit around a bunch of unhappy people, and you ain't gonna be able to get the conversations that you want. Now it's different if you go out in a group. Let me say that. It's different if you go out with a group of people that is all looking to have a good time. You know, that's when it's a great time to go out. But if you're going out dolo or just you and one more person, and you're going to these spots, man, and ain't no real conversation going on, the music is dry and threatening is the word I want to use. You know what I'm saying? When I say threatening, meaning that the music may cause the wrong energy, make people want to fight, whatever, whatever. No, I'm not on that type of time. You know what I mean? But let me know, what's your thought? What is your favorite pastime when you trying to relax after working a hard week? Do you go to the beach? Do you go shopping? Do you go yoga class? Let us know what you do. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Mashum Saba. All right, moving on to the next topic. This one is alarming, but it depends on who you're talking to. Some people just ain't gonna get it. Let's dive right into the topic. Well, President Trump has a mugshot. I guess he was arrested or whatever. I haven't dove too much into the story, and I will explain why. But Trump has this mugshot circulating on social media. So he was down in Atlanta. I'm sure he was in the county jail, whatever. I didn't do too much homework on this, just a little. But what's bothering me is not the fact that he's in prison or whatever, whatever. I don't have one thing to say about this shit, and I'm explaining all of this right now. But what is the most alarming thing that I have seen from several different guys, black males. And hold on, let me get it right. I say that to say that, right now there's a lot of black males that are wanting to give their vote to Donald Trump. Um, there's even some guys down in Atlanta that's saying free Donald Trump and things like that, right? So just to catch you up to the story, I've been seeing black men arguing with other black men over which white man is best for them. And I had to say it that way so you can understand the magnitude. What do you mean, Saba? Well, let me explain further. I seen a man call another man dumb, stupid, and all of these vulgar terms because the man, wants Trump out of jail or he's just being supportive of Trump, right? I've heard people say, "Man, how can you do that crazy shit?" And so I always like to challenge my listeners, my friends, my correspondents, my associates. I asked one of them, I said, "Brother, how can you be mad at a black man, one, whatever, being supportive of Trump?" Okay, let's get it clear. But yet, a lot of you brothers who automatically just blindly vote Democrat. My mama voted Democrat. My grandmama voted Democrat. I vote Democrat. I don't even listen to none of the policies or agendas that they have set forth, but I'm voting Democrat. Those type, right? How do you go and say somebody that is supporting Trump is silly or stupid, and you on a macro level is going to support Biden, and Biden said, "You ain't black if you don't vote for me." Y'all remember that in the first term. You ain't black if you don't vote for me. So now white men is telling black men they ain't black. Well, they always been telling us that, haven't they? when it comes to movies and all this, you know what I'm saying? How your blackness is stolen. But isn't that what's the word I want to use? It's just downright disrespectful. Damn right it is. But what is y'all's thought, man? What let's propose the question, shall we? What makes you so comfortable, right? About what Donald or what Joe Biden said in his statement towards, you ain't black if you don't vote for him. A white man trying to tell black people what they are, right? What's your thoughts on that? That's what it was. That's not alleged. That's what he said. Versus on the other end, black men supporting Trump during this current time of him being arrested down in Atlanta, down in Georgia. So let us know. Leave a comment while you're there. Make sure you hit the like button and again share the video. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. All right, we're gonna move on to the third topic. The third topic tonight is have you noticed in the last 5 years that polygamy has been picking up, right? Just hearing them a bunch about it. Some people looking into it, some people researching it and all that. But recently, you notice how it's starting to be infiltrated by porn. Yeah, it's starting to be infiltrated. It's not being marketed or shown to the world from its economic or from its spiritual uh, aspirations within itself, polygamy. Now you have outside forces, some even look like us, that are making reels. What is a reel? One of the short videos on TikTok or social or Facebook or any of those social apps. But you're starting to see reels of fake polygamy. And then that's backed by polyandry, which is a woman having two men. So it's going from a spiritual and economic infrastructure being infiltrated and hijacked, sort of like it is with rap music. Why do I say rap music and how does that correlate? Because if you look at the women MCs today, it's like you walked into a Magic City or I don't even want to disrespect Magic City like that. You walked into a small venue, Chitlin Joint Strip Club. That's what it's starting to look like. That's what female hip hop is being advertised as, you know. And reels are starting to be made like that now. When you speak of polygamy, you're starting to see, you know, it's taking away from its natural origin and it's being hijacked, man. So make sure if you are interested and curious about learning more about it, make sure that you get with people that are very critical and people that can explain it to you in terms to make you want to research more versus getting turned off because you're talking to somebody that just wants to have sex with you or somebody that's just selling you some old bullshit of the man got to pay for everything, all these these little sidebars that actually take away from what it really is. So that's really all we want to say about that. But what's your thoughts on that? Go ahead and leave a comment. Leave a comment. You know what I mean? And if you leave a comment, you might even get to hear a drum roll. Not that kind. How about this one? Come on now. Uh, It's Friday night. Where y'all at? How you doing? Where y'all at? What y'all sipping on? What's the flavor? Go ahead and log on in. Coffee Talk Podcast. Drop a message. Let me know what you sipping on tonight. Let me know how your day went. Let me know what you're looking forward to. And also, if you want to talk about some of our topics that we've been talking about thus far, go ahead and leave a comment. Hit the like button. Share the video. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. No doubt. All right. Going back to Donald Trump and this mugshot and the whole ordeal, let's say. Here's my thoughts on it. I don't really trip off of um billionaire European men, right? That is like part of the 1% of the world that got all this money. I don't really trip off of the fact that he's in front of a mugshot. A lot of people get lost in the sauce, like, oh, he's in the mugshot. Like the other people in other parties ain't criminals too. You know, I don't get lost in the sauce. But one thing that I am paying attention to is the fact that if a man with $1 billion, right, is getting humiliated is the word. $1 billion. Now, I mean, we've seen this with our people, right? But when you see another European with that type of money being humiliated in front of the world, it's one of two things. Either that shit ain't real to begin with, right? Or two, there's a higher power than him when it comes to their structure. And of course, we all know that. You've all heard of shadow governments and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just really interesting to watch this man get humiliated. I think he probably took the shot, the mug shot, got us all distracted, and he's on his way. Wouldn't it be crazy is when the elections come through all of this shit, he ends up winning the election. Yeah, it could happen. But it seems like there's some people that want to get that man out the way, man. And I tell you this, ooh, excuse me. I tell you this. You know how people always talk about the Simpsons. The Simpsons predicted this. The Simpsons. The Simpsons predicted that, y'all. Remember y'all saw that on the Simpsons? Well, there was an episode where Donald Trump, man, met his demise. You know, definitely look that up in the Simpsons archives, or you can stream it somehow, some way. You know what I mean by just asking for that particular episode. So, that's my thoughts on that, man. Go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about the mugshot? What do you think about Donald Trump being a billionaire sitting down in the county jail, or if he's already made bail? I don't know. I didn't do too much homework into it because, again, like I said, man, I don't really get caught up um, in a billionaire European man, you know. And I'm saying that like that because our culture has its own problems, you know what I mean, with the Bill Cosby's, the R. Kellys, the Michael Jacksons, all of that. But to see a dude that was just president of the free world, you know what I mean, is what they call it, president of the free world and a billionaire. I know money don't mean shit, but it means something to brothers that gravitate towards that. So a billionaire in jail with mug shots and the whole nine, you know. Let me know what y'all think about that. Leave in the comments. Share the video, let people know, hey, Coffee Talk Podcast on. It's a good show tonight. It's a grown folk social hour. You know how it is. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we got left. What we got left is we're just gonna go ahead and do one question. One question for our grown folks social hour as we get ready to end our show. But the Coffee Talk podcast question, grown folks social hour, is this: in business or friendships or personal relationships, what is the gain of instant gratification? Go ahead and let me know what you think on that. I will repeat the question. This is our Coffee Talk podcast, grown folks social hour. So when you're rolling up your weed or you're sipping on your water, your wine, whatever you do for recreation, whatever you do and you're having a good time and you're away from everybody and you're at home, you're in the shower tonight, you're in your sauna, you're in your patio, you're getting ready to go to bed. I want you to think back about tonight's final question. You know, I like to leave you with some homework, right? So tonight's question again here at Coffee Talk Podcast, Friday night social hour. The question is this: in business or friendships or personal relationships, in business, friendships, or personal relationships, what is there to gain if you need instant gratification? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. And other than that, man, I like to say this, man. May you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Make sure that you get your exercise in tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you eat you some fruit. Stay well hydrated. You know what I mean? And continue to support Coffee Talk Podcast, um, the cultural variety podcast show. We like to give it to you 3 times a week, man. And we're gonna go ahead and see y'all on Monday. That's what we're gonna do. Nah, I lied. We're gonna probably see y'all Sunday. But until then, I'm gonna hit you with the universal peace sign. It's your boy, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and it's the Cultural Variety Podcast Show, Coffee Talk Podcast. Peace. We out.